Did you file an assault complaint against him?
No, I did not. The state picked up the charges.
So the answer is you did not file an assault complaint to anyone that he had assaulted you.
No, I did not.
Do you have evidence to the contrary?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see it.
She had lied about her name and the whole incident that was going on because she knew that she was in the wrong.
No. Don't tell me.
I have the police report here.
Just show it to me. I've read the police report. I assume, sir, that all the charges were dismissed against you.
Absolutely. We went to court, and I explained to the DA what had happened.
I assume, after reading the police report, that any charges that were originally filed against you were filed as a result of the police being overzealous.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because certainly, from reading the report, the defendant, who probably knew she was wrong, didn't want them to pursue any assault or domestic violence charges against you.
I believe so, Your Honor.
They did this on their own. Must not have too much to do there. So how long did you actually spend in custody?
It was only a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. So I am dismissing your charge here of false arrest because she did not want you arrested because she knew that it was her fault.
But, Your Honor, this has all been, made me take days out of work. And
Just a second. She may have started the whole thing. I believe she did, because that sounds right to me. But you were arrested falsely. But I don't think it was her fault. I think it was the police's fault.
I don't know what the police would...
Well, you have to decide whether it's worth your while to retain counsel and sue the police department.
Yeah, I don't think that will happen.
Well, I'm telling you, first of all, she gave him a wrong name. I think it was even she's smart enough to say, arrest me for obstruction of justice. That's what she said. And she said she had a little bit of a cut on her chin and she had blood on her hands, which I assume was yours, not hers.
Correct.
Because who had the bloody nose?
No, I just had a cut in my eye.
And did you have a bloody nose because he punched you?
Yes, I did. There are parts of his story that aren't true. And
is there a part of the story that's true that he was sleeping at 4 o'clock?
That's true.
And is it part of the story that it was true that you had his phone in your hand and you were looking through his phone? Is that true?
Is true.
Good. And is it part of the story that was true that you found something that you didn't like on his phone while he was sleeping?
That's true.
Right. So I can write the rest of the story very, very easily.
Those 3 details are true. A lot of others aren't.
But for the fact that you got up in the middle of the night while he was sleeping and looked through his phone and found out what you didn't want to see, the whole thing wouldn't have happened.
Right.
He was up drinking.
Just a second. Whole thing wouldn't have happened. And let me say this. You went to where he was. He didn't come back to your mother's house. Now, the next thing that he's complaining about, which is probably what I'm going to... Oh, by the way, did you have to bail yourself out?
Yes, I had to bail
Just a second.
myself.
That also isn't her fault, because she wasn't responsible for the arrest. Now, is the vandalism that you're talking about the vandalism of your phone or personal property?
Both. And the scar on my face.
The money owed for vandalism of your property is property that was at her mother's house?
Yes,
And what was at her mother's house?
multiple things.
How do you expect me to help you with that?
I have pictures and proof of all of it that she sent me after she destroyed it.
I'd like to see them.